Sure, of course. As soon as I finish one video today and ready to leave this room for the first time today, I actually get something to eat. Zack Snyder's got to post up the first photo of Ben Affleck as Batman alongside his Batmobile. And I'll tell you, this photo sells me completely. Because a lot of times when these movie productions are releasing photos of someone in their superhero garb in the first time, usually it's a big sort of like photo studio production type of thing, and they're not lit the right way, they're not presented in the way that they look in the film. So it's like with the first photos of Christian Bale's Batman outfit, it was very much a lot of light on the whole thing. You see every little detail, when in the film you don't see it in full light. It's a lot of shadows and everything. So I give him a whole lot of praise for presenting this suit and this Batmobile in the right context. It's very smoky, very film noir completely, releasing in black and white. It gives that real sort of old type of slightly gothic type of film noir look to it, which beautiful. All the smoke, the light, the backlight, all that kind of stuff. It just looks so spectacular in my type of way. The photographic quality of it is really superb. They did a right job in presenting it the first time in the right way to avoid a lot of the typical nitpicks and whatnot about not looking right in certain lights and everything when it's going to be lit in a completely different fashion when the film is released and everything. And the things that I mentioned in this thing is that my first impression is that it looks entirely inspired by The Dark Knight Returns. The big, large, thick bat symbol across the whole chest, that's completely that design. The shortened ears and everything, the big, thick, bulky design of the whole thing. It looks 100% inspired by The Dark Knight Returns from Frank Miller, which is one of the most quintessential Batman tales that have ever been told, and one of the most revered ones as well. So, and Zack Snyder said right from the beginning, right when this thing was announced, that that was one of the main inspirations and the main influences on the story that they were telling with this Batman Superman movie. And this first photo just completely solidifies that idea that they're going completely in that direction. And also the Batmobile, because obviously there's been so many great Batmobiles over the years, so many different designs, some of them a lot better than others. Even the Tumbler, I was very negative about when I first saw it, because it just, obviously it's designed more like a tank, and I felt like that's much too much of an aggressive type of look for Batman, that Batman wouldn't be driving around in a tank with guns and everything. That's not really his type of thing, even though the Burton one had guns and all that stuff. But the sleek design of the Burton one was just absolutely perfect in my view. But I came to warm up to the Tumbler because obviously you can see I got a poster of it on my wall, and I got the Burton one up here outside of frame. So I'm a big Batmobile fan all the way back to the Adam West version. Great designs in a lot of these cases. And with this new one, I like it. I like that it feels like a bit of an amalgamation between a couple different versions, and it's very angular design. I don't know how turning around corners would be with it, considering that the peripheral vision of the car is kind of blocked off, but we'll see how the car works in the context of the action in the film. But what I see of it here looks really good. I like they showed a couple days ago kind of sneak peek back angle of the car with a tarp over it, having the big sort of large tumbler type wheels on it. But the angular design has a little Schumacher, a little Burton in it, here and there and everything, just giving it a very aerodynamic sort of razor sharp angles to it. So I like that idea of it. I like it. Just feels like a mean and aggressive, lean type of machine. But Ben Affleck is Batman. I think Ben Affleck, despite some of the bad choices he's made in some films and in certain areas of his career, I think he's a really solid actor. I think he can do a really good Batman given the right material and the right direction. We'll see how things reach their potential with his portrayal of Batman. As the film on the whole, like I said, I like Man of Steel. Despite its flaws, despite its favor of story over character development and everything, I still liked the foundation of what they put there. But a lot of the news that's been coming out about the production of the film has been kind of not really instilling a whole lot of confidence, because it seems like they're trying to jam-pack so much stuff in the film that it might overload, or I don't know what they're really doing and what their plan is. They're being very secretive about what they're doing with the film, because they're casting Wonder Woman and they're casting Cyborg. So I don't know exactly where they're planning to go. I mean, obviously they have announced that they're doing the Justice League film directly after Man of Steel. So obviously, Man of Steel 2, the sequel here, the Superman Batman movie, is going to be a direct lead-in into the Justice League film, obviously, with all these characters that they're injecting in the film. But, I mean, obviously, Zack Snyder did a tremendous job with Watchmen. I am more than beyond satisfied with that film. I own all cuts of it. I love it. But I don't think Batman Superman is going to be like a 3.5-hour film. And it's nice to see that they're bringing in screenwriter Chris Terrio, who is one of the screenwriters on Argo. So obviously, to me, that kind of says that Ben Affleck is having a substantial amount of creative input on the character and the story and everything, that they're really making it much more of a collaborative process to try to get the best quality version of this film done. But it's hard to say exactly where they're going until we have more details about the story and overall characters that they're trying to inject in this thing, and how much everything's going to be divided up between all these characters. Is Wonder Woman going to have a large role? Is she going to have more of a supporting role? How is it all going to come together? And that's a very interesting thing to wait out and see for a little under 2 years from now, when they're going to release the film, and probably a good year and a half before we really have a trailer or anything to really kind of base any sort of major opinions on anything. So it's going to be a long road, but I really like this first photo of Ben Affleck as Batman with his Batmobile. I think it shows a lot of good creative visual design and everything. The Batsuit looks great, looks so authentic to Dark Knight Returns. The Batmobile looks really lean and mean, looks very interesting. I hope to see it in action sooner than later, but it's probably going to be a whole lot later. But I like what they're doing right now. Obviously, we're going to have a lot more photos released of various characters that are being introduced in this film. So this one strikes me hard because I'm a big Batman fan, and just like as soon as I open up Facebook, there it is, staring me in the face like, is this real? It's fucking real. So had to do a video, and now I get to go out and enjoy my day. And I hope you enjoy your day, and let me know what you think about this first photo of Ben Affleck as Batman for this Man of Steel sequel. What do you think about the suit? What do you think about the Batmobile? What do you like overall or dislike overall? Just post some comments, and I'll be back in due time with a Godzilla review at the end of the week. So see you then, and bye-bye.